Good day, good people. So today we are going to be analyzing GBP of which it also known as a Great British Pound. So without wasting any time, we'll be starting on a daily time frame. Let me see, is this the daily time frame? Yes, okay, fine. We're on some daily time frame. So we want to see something like this. If you see how GBP is actually moving, like it just give us the downtrend. It is ranging to the downside, and also by looking how it's reached the top here, you can easily see that we are at the level of resistance. So let's try to create our playground by using all the information that we can get. So this is the first one, of which it could be our resistance, and also could be our support here. So if this is our support, let's try to make it much more bold so that we can easily see it on some lower time frame and see the type of candlestick that are forming here. Okay, so we're trying to cater this one here and this one on the supporting level, and also on the resisting level, of which you simply have a thing that look like this. Remember, GBP is actually moving inside this box, but if you can go to a 1 week just to see what to expect on GBP it's going to be much more easier for you to know and what to expect, because if you can look like this, GBP is actually moving to the downside. This is our GBP to the downside, and also let me to the downside, and also here to the downside. This is our downside for GBP. So for us to look for more sales or to wait and see what is going to happen, but for you to wait on a 1 week, but if you're a swing trader, it's going to be much more good for you to wait and see what is going to happen. But if you're a scalp trader or a daily trader, waiting for you must not take more than 2 days or 3 days. It must just maybe be a 1 day just to get more validation of what is going to happen. So right now, let's jump quick to 1 day and to check. Okay, we still have this type of movement here. Move this one. Some of you might think this is a head and shoulder, but this chart is you saying this is a head and shoulder. Just know that this is not well confirmed. But if you want to confirm it, just wait for the break here. So wait for the break to the downside, come back and retest it, then continue to the downside. Now this is going to be a much more valid head and shoulder. But if you see a break here, maybe some few build up, then some rejections, now those head and shoulder is valid for you to place your high probability trade. But for now, we are still moving inside the range. Let's simply go to 4-hour time frame to see what is going to appear much more easier for now. Okay, since you all see what is happening, we are on the level of support, of which this was our touch here, our touch here, our touch here, and look what is happening every time we give us a touch. Let's give us this type of cluster candles here, showing us that it's having some high momentum to be on a ranging trend path to the upside. And also this one is our double bottom here, of which you all know that double bottom at the level of support is for more buys. And also this one could be our mini double bottom here, of which you can easily see by those rejections, but also forming a double bottom at the level of support. This one was a good move. Now the main aim is to see why we didn't reach the level of resistance, of which is this one here. This is what we are planning to see right now. So let's try to those who don't understand Fibonacci, or we don't understand Fibonacci, we're going to be explaining much more about Fibonacci on the next upcoming video. But for now, let's just focus on analysis. But also, without you understanding anything to do with Fibonacci, that doesn't mean you won't be able to make money, because you have, if you have your knowledge about your levels and what level actually means, and you know and you understand price, what price is about, for you to make money is going to be much more easy thing, because you won't be trading using any tool, but you'll be trading using levels, price. Those type of price are going to be there in your mind, but Fibonacci make it much more easier for you to understand price actions, how price move, how price reacts, and how the price reacts to some certain levels. This is what you need Fibonacci for. See, let me plug it here. of which if you can see that we are ranging below 0.5, of which if you are still moving below 0.5, this simply mean more sales are being appreciated to continue going to the downside. But if we were to break this trend here to continue to the upside, break here and continue to the upside, the only thing that you must know is that this was going to be our building block. This was simply showing that we are getting more buys, and you must place your buy entry and take it to this level of resistance here. As for now, we are still appreciating sales. That means the GBP USD currency pair is depreciating in value. So right now we'll be moving here. So this means we know what is happening here. We are moving 0.5. We are respecting these levels. And also, if some of you understand why we are selling here, we call this level the level of supply, or some levels, or some resistance, or some level of supply, because they're performing when the market is going down. So let's try to put our trend. Let's put our trend line here. Okay, we have a touch here. This means we have a touch of a supply, and also the touch of a diagonal supply, of which now we have a double confirmation move, of which this was the result of these sales to the downside. Now let's see why we closed here but didn't close at this level of support. Okay, this means now we have this level here. Some of you can also call the box of liquidity or some FEG. See, okay, if it breaks above, just know that we also have the level here. This could be our level here. Placing your buys here because you see this fair value gap and say that you are willing to go to the upside. Just know that you have these levels here. So if you place your buy from here, just know that there's a high probability that from here you must expect some sales. You see, because this one can also act as a level of reversal. Or let me try and show you by using Fibonacci. You see, this can also act 0.3, of which this is also inside this box. But if you are going to place your buy, just know the highest probability might reject from this level, then continue to the downside. And also, as we know, that if these levels are being formed here, of which now there's a high level of pool of money that is below this level, and also we are at the level of support where many trade were put on, and also many step loss were being placed when the market was giving more buys and rejecting sales, of which if you see a break below here, you might expect the market to come to this side, or during NFP, or during but mostly it's going to move like that. And also the thing you must know that since we're approaching the week of NFP, the market is going to have some high volatility, and the only thing that you might not do that will be a huge mistake from you is to take a good trade but use a big lot size. The trade can still be good, but is this a good time to place this particular trade? Of course, we can say that's okay, fine. We are forming a double bottom now, okay, and you easily see this, okay, fine. We are forming a double bottom now. You understand what's happened after the double bottom has been formed. Now you are willing to put your buys. Is this the right time to put your buys, or you must wait for bits of the confirmation to be much more valid so that you can put buy? Just be aware of those type of things, because you can form a double bottom, but only to find out that in the formation of that particular double bottom, you will get a huge spark to the downside, and also after that spark, it's going to shoot to the upside. And what's going to happen to you? You will lose your money. Try to apply your risk management in a proper way until you wish or you like to trade NFP, and try to use some much more dignified website so that you can be able to grab some few of coins and just chow your Friday and be good with it. And so if you move like this, make sure that when you reach this level here, you still wait for confirmation. But if it's break above and show you that it's forming some build up, remember guys, we're on some 4-hour time frame. If it breaks above and show you some few build up, now you are much more valid to place your trade, and it must look like this to this side here. This is going to be your buy. See, this could be your buying level right now if you are willing to buy GBP USD. But if it's continued to move to this side, maybe touch here, come back, touch here, come back, and move like this, just know that we'll be coming to this side to look for more sales before we go to the upside. Or maybe we might not go to the upside. By looking at the way that I show you on 1 week on how GBPUSD is actually performing, we must track more to the downside. You see. So now to get more confirmation, let's just jump to some 1 hour time frame, of which this one was 4 hour. So let's jump quick to 1 hour time frame. So enter this one. Okay. You see, as this appear much more clear right now, of which why GBPUSD was rejecting from these levels, of which you can easily see is rejected from this level because it's also at the level of fair value gap. Or some of you could be smart enough if you combine fair value gap with the level of demand. This type of level at the level of which you'll be looking for more of type of reversal to offset certain direction to another direction. But also that doesn't mean according to our knowledge or according to our literacy knowledge of which we actually learn on some other stuff of which we get this type of knowledge. But the main thing that take place in forex trading so that you can be profitable. Don't trade what you wish to see, but trade what you see on the market. Some people will trade because they wish to see a demand. They trade what they know. They trade demand. They trade the break of structure. They trade the resistance. They trade all this type of thing. Do not trade like that. Trade what you see on the charts. Don't trade what you know, trade what you see. This is a simple thing that I will keep on saying until some of you understand this. Even I have to understand it. Like, why must I trade what I see? Because I must trade what I see so that I can easily make money and easily follow the charts without taking any big mistake that will end up blowing my account. Just follow the charts, trade what you see, don't trade what you know, and also don't trade what you wish to see. These are only 3 things that I'm going to tell you. So if you see a break to the downside, just simply know that we are still looking for more sales until we reach this level of support here. Oh, we might drop further to this downside. Let me try and check of which if we were to drop where we're going to put our TP. And also, guys, make sure that you stay aware of news. You keep yourself updated with news and track what is actually happening with news, because news are going to be the one that help you detect, is this a good trade or is this a bad trade? You see. So this is a structure actually formed here. This is a perfect structure to get good entries. You see. A break above. If you are willing to put buys, just know that your TP is here. And if it continues to give you a build up to the upside, just know that your TP is here. But if it comes here, break it and hit your TP here and start to range, maybe give you candle rejection, came back, candle rejection, came back, just know that you are on some choppy market or some choppy week or some choppy day. The only thing that can happen is to get sales to the downside. You just have to prepare for that. So if you're willing to put your buys here, your TP is here, your stop loss is below here. And also, if you see a break to the downside, just look at these levels here. You see this space here. This is where the market is likely the most attracted area of which the price must go and touch them. So if it breaks here, then you can come here, and then your entry can look like this. Remember, guys, this is a 1 hour GBPUSD, and also trade with caution. Use proper risk management. Also, try to manage your leverage, your lot size, and also your funds. Must be very good, because GBPUSD is like the most other volatility pair, of which by trading into a small amount of money with the standard account is going to be much more difficult, because with those few rangings or few rejection or few candle rejections, this one can easily blow your account or hit your stop loss. But if your account is on a micro size or standard pressure size, those type of account have high probability that will take time for them to blow. But if you're not a blowing trader, try to use a stop loss and start making money. And also, don't make your stop loss very tight. Don't put your stop loss to look like this. Some people will just put a stop loss and make it look like this. You see this one is like a failure stop loss. A failure. Even I don't think they will be able to operate with this one. This one is a failure. Try maybe to put it like this. You see. Give a chart a playground to it for it to perform. See, it's perform much more easier for you, and perform it much more easier for you. Until now, it is verified that now we are not looking for sales. We are still looking for buys. But don't try to make it tight, because you every time. But if it is news, you can make it much more tighter, because when the news go to the upside, they will chow your money and make you broke. But if you put it like this during technical analysis, you will make money. If you put it like this during technical analysis, you will make money. But if you put it like this during news, you will make money. But if you put it like this during news, you will lose money. Okay, as you know, this was a 1 hour time frame. Let's go to 30 minutes. Our 30 minutes is slowly developing, so let's try to see if we were to take these buys here. Let me see what was going to happen. So let's analyze for these buys here. We have something just look like this. Remember, this is a pure price action trading. No other thing that has been acted. So for you to understand the type of thing, pure price action, you just have to click the link and also comment and say you want more of pure price action, so that we can easily teach you how to understand pure price action and other strategies of trading. Because as you can see, this is a modified strategy. But as you get into much more in depth with pure price action, because now we are analyzing a currency pair, but as time we get in depth with it, pure price action, you will easily understand how it actually works. But this one is much more modified. So if you put it like this, of which we can easily see that we have this level here, and also let's say we're looking for buy. This means we have this level here. We have only this level. Yeah, we have only this level. So if you see a break to this side here, just know you are looking for more of buys. This is what I can tell you. If you see a break from this side, just know we are looking to buy until you reach this level here. And also, it's much more important when you break here, you have just to see some few build-ups of candles, then you can easily place your buys. And your stop loss must, your entry must look like this, and your stop loss, try to put it to look like this. And then you say this one could be your TP here. Try to trade it like this. But for sales, it is quite much more easier, because we have these levels here. We have this level here. This could be your level of which you'll be willing to see your build up. So if you see more sales coming in from here, then starts moving here, giving you a build up. If you see a break of here, just know you have your sales from here. And also, this is some of you who are willing to use their execution order. To those one who be willing to put their pending orders such as sell limits. Sell limits can also be put in like this, from here to here. You see, because as I said before, that you can get a spark to the upside, then the market will start to range from here. If you see that this is not giving you much of momentum to the upside, ranging from here and giving much more candle that will be there for sale, will simply mean that the market now is on some sales, of which by placing your sale here using your pending order or your sell limits will simply take you from here to here. This could be your way that you're going to chow Gbpusd. Let's simply move to 15 minutes. This is a top-down analysis trading, and also by using some few understand it's still the same thing. This is what I'm expecting on Gbpusd. Until now, let's mix on the following video, of which we'll be breaking down another currency pair.